It's 2016, I'm 27 years old, and I just started freelancing for myself. I had been going to college on and off for 8 years, and I had just decided at this point that I was done. Not for a break, not for a semester, but I was done forever. I had a job, I had a life, and the degree wasn't going to happen. I was okay with that. I made my peace with it. 8 years later, I graduated with my bachelor's degree. My wife, my kids, and my sister were all in the audience watching as I crossed that stage. This is the story of what happened in between. 2008, I was working at a Taco Bell and I was in the Air National Guard. The Air National Guard was going to pay for my college, so I decided that, hey, why not give it a shot and let's go. I didn't know what I wanted to do at all when I went to school, so I decided I would pursue criminal justice. I said, hey, if I can go to school, maybe I can become a lawyer. So I started going to school for criminal justice, and then after a few semesters, I decided that I was going to switch my degree to theater because I wanted to be an actor. Really, at this point, I had no clue what I was doing or what I was going to school for. I would start school, I would stop school. I would start and I would stop again. I would start and stop again. I was working full time, I was drinking heavily, and I had just gotten married and had a child. I had no clue what I wanted to do, so I stopped going to school, and I stopped for almost 10 years. In 2014, I actually got sober, and school was the furthest thing from my mind at this time. I was worried about rebuilding my life. I was separated from my wife, and we were going through a divorce, and I decided that I needed to rebuild my life. So I quit drinking. School was the furthest thing from my mind. But after about a year of being sober, I decided let's give school another shot. I continued on with my theater degree, and after a year of doing that from 2015 to 2016, I then got a job as a freelancer. I was making a lot of money and I was in a happy and healthy relationship. So once again, I stopped going to school. 6 years go by and I'm working on rebuilding my life during this time. I get remarried, we have children, and I'm really happy. But the freelancing wasn't going as great as it was, and I really wanted to help other people. So I decided that I would become a therapist. However, in order to do that, I needed to finish what I started back in 2008. So I went back to school. This time I decided nothing was stopping me, and I went hard. I went as hard as I could for 2 years, and I finished my degree, and I finally graduated with a bachelor's degree in psychology from Wright State University. That was in 2024. In 2025, I actually joined a master's program for counseling, and that's where I am now. I'm still in this master's program, but this time I'm taking it slower because I do have children. I am married, and my family requires a lot of my time. So when it comes to working full-time and spending time with my family, I don't have that much time for school, but I am pursuing my master's in counseling, and I have a 4.0 at this time, which is funny because in 2024 when I graduated with a 3.02 after 16 years of pursuing a bachelor's degree. Now I'm in my master's program, my kids are healthy, my kids are happy, my wife is healthy and happy, and I have a great family. But it took time starting and stopping, starting and stopping, and starting and stopping, and starting once again to finally finish things. In 2008, I had no clue that I would graduate with a bachelor's in psychology or that I would be pursuing a master's in counseling, but here I am. What I want to say to anybody that's watching this, if you have started and stopped things and you feel like you can no longer do certain things because you have started and stopped too many times, I want to tell you that it's never too late. It's never too late to start again. If you want to see where things end up with my degree, follow along on the channel, subscribe and like the video. My name is Micah, this is Rewrite Self, and I'll see you very soon.